The Valor Christian High School softball team has been a powerhouse at the 4A level for the last 4 years. But now it's time to play with the big dogs as the entire school moves up to 5A and joins the Jeffco 5A League.
Yeah, no, this is what I call a transformational year for the program. Again, as you said, moving up to 5A, but more importantly, playing against the elite teams. Day in and day out, our schedule is loaded with the top 5A programs and top 4A programs, and so you got to bring it every single game. You can't afford to come in with your B game, or it's not going to be pretty. So I think the kids have had to learn to, we've got to be ready to play each and every game, and every inning is important.
Approaching a 5A season versus a 4A season isn't a ton different. I would say you still have to work hard, even harder than you did before. Obviously, competition is supposed to be better. There's schools with more girls. They're a lot deeper in rosters and everything. But I would say keeping everything else the same. I mean, working hard, and just practicing how we do, and having the attitude that we usually have.
I believe that the differences in 4A and 5A is really just the competition you face at every game. In 5A, most of the teams are super consistent, have a lot of girls on the team, are really strong. And then in 4A, they're kind of, you get a couple really, really strong teams and then a couple really weak teams. So you kind of have that difference on a game-to-game basis, kind of depending on who you play. So I just think it's a big jump, just like the competition we have every game is good, so we have to step up every game.
Stepping up is just what these girls are doing. And although some opposition says the team is out of their league, Coach Dave Atencio explains that the experience from senior leaders Katie Meredith, Kenzie Wilson, and Savannah B. Habits will help the team persevere through a tough 5A division.
Well, you look at those three kids, and they've experienced the highs of our program. They've experienced the commitment to excellence, and so for these three kids to come in, and they set the example. They set the tone of what we expect. And although our pitching is, again, there's Ali Kilponen's a once-in-a-lifetime pitcher, but these two have just done everything we could possibly ask them to do, and they've accepted the challenge of pitching in this tough 5A conference.